Hey Aries, welcome back to the channel. This is the April 2019 general read. I'm Jade with yesYesYes. Welcome, welcome. And if you're new, welcome, welcome. This is the overall, it's based on the 2019 reading that I did at the beginning of the year. I will link to that reading in the box below. And if you have any questions or you're interested in a personal read, my website information is also in the box below. So let's get started. Your overall for the year from the Mystical Shaman Warrior is the Sun. So this is not only your element, the fire, but it's also about coming out and shining your light for the whole world to see. I really feel like Aries are leading us this year. It could be because I know that Chiron has just moved into Aries, but we also just had the Uranus move out of Aries. So you've just been pushed and stretched to your extent in the last 7 years. And so now you are coming on top of it, everything, so you can kind of lead the rest of us forward. So the Sun is saying, come out of hibernation. Come out and shed your light, share your light, inspire the world. So I'm hoping that you feel that way, Aries. So I get a lot of great readings for you, so I'm feeling like we're all in alignment together. Now, this month will be interesting. April, you are, your overall here is the Devil. So we're talking, this is Capricorn energy. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, or if you have had a Capricorn in your life, you might be dealing with that energy this month, more so than you might have in the past. The Devil energy is also, it's the way in which we're observing our toxicity. We're observing what behaviorisms that we could leave behind. And again, this is Earth element. So this is about, things that affect our food, our clothing, our shelter, our health, our well-being, and our money. So I feel like in April, you're really looking at what patterns, and that's coming up a lot, what behaviorisms have kept you small, that have, maybe you are stuck in these types of addictions where, you're just doing things in the same old way, but not getting any different results. So I think that you're really pulling yourself back to examine what behaviorisms in all of these earthly elements that you've just been going through the motions on, and maybe starting to make that change, which is beautiful. And that makes sense because the writer here is clarifying. And this just means that there's forward movement, right? There's a push to move forward. So instead of even just reflecting, I think perhaps you're ready to make that next step to actually drop whatever addictive behavior you might have. If there is some kind of toxicity, and when we say those words, do we really know what that means? Well, what it feels like is something that keeps you small, something that keeps you from being the light and the life and the big energy that you can normally be. Something that is taking away from your growth on your own, right? I'm not talking about in a relationship even. So something that, this is a behavior pattern that you have, or that's surrounding you, that's just kind of keeping you stuck, right? And we always want to keep moving forward because that's what life's about. It's interesting that way. So that's what's up for you this month. Interesting, Aries. Okay, so I'm going to do a past, present, future spread with the Klimt Tarot. It has been pre-shuffled, and I'm going to shuffle some more. The cards have been flying. When I'm filming this, it's towards the end of Mercury retrograde, and I think that all of the energies are really quite scattered. So it's been interesting to even just read what's been going on, and to try to put the energies together in cohesive patterns. It's all quite, it's an interesting ride for sure. Oh boy, okay. If this is a Capricorn, what I'm feeling is that there was what felt like a soulful, soulmate, deep love connection that turned into some pain, okay? Maybe it broke up, maybe there was a breakup, maybe there was, when you love people the most, they're the ones who can hurt you the most. So, because I'm seeing the Two of Cups partnered with the Three of Swords. very tough, challenging energy. And then the King of Pentacles is here. So that's why I'm wondering if maybe it was a Capricorn that you were dealing with, or another earth sign, someone who might have been stuck in their ways, very slow to try to move, maybe very headstrong, and that they're the ones who might have been keeping you stuck. You might have had all of this love to give, all of this beautiful, glowing, like you normally are, excited, passionate energy, and this earthly energy that you were dealing with, this person who was just very grounded, maybe even they were so introspective and really working on themselves so much so that they couldn't move, they couldn't get energized with you. And so there's a pain point in that in the past, okay? So that's what might have kept you small, kept you hermited, and now we're trying to work through that. I can't tell if this is a recent relationship or not, but what I'm seeing is that you were in relationship, there was a connection with someone who was not as energetic, action-oriented as you were, okay? You're the active creature, okay? So I'm seeing that in the past there was some pain because of that break. It became something that wasn't working anymore. Now, right in the present moment, interesting cards here. We've got both the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands. I like seeing both of those together. You are feeling good, okay? So whatever this past situation was, you have reflected on it. You might have seen it as being something that was toxic, that was not working out. You are feeling like you're in a better place now, which is beautiful. And maybe you're even looking at the blessing of the relationship falling apart. Sometimes it takes us a time to get there, but this is, great movement on your part. So if you're looking at the past relationship and the heartache and the trauma that was there, and you're looking and you're feeling the gratitude for the experience and for the lessons, and even maybe blessing the other person, like that's that next step. I'm feeling like you're in a really good place right now, Aries, which is beautiful. The Five of Cups is here, and in the reverse, there's no disappointment, there's no illusion, there's no wondering if life is going to work out in the way that you want. There's no dependence upon anyone else filling your cup, making you feel good. It's all on you right now. Now, yes, the Nine of Wands, you have been through some heartache. You have been through some, and I don't want to say torture, but it's been a journey and a process of pushing yourself through all of the stages of grief, pushing yourself beyond, looking at the potential of the relationship, building together, looking at the long term, feeling the stability of it, and then there was a struggle. Then there was, the little bits where you start eating at each other, right? There's just, little picks here and there. And then it starts to shake a little bit more, even though you might, you kiss and make up. Then there's a little bit more picking that happens, and then you kiss and make up, and then a little bit more digging that can happen. And then we move on to, wanting to keep moving forward, and it just kind of collapsing in on itself. And that collapse, where it just digs way down deep, is where you're coming from, okay? So you've had everything kind of collapse in on you, and now you're ready to show, look, I've done all that I can. I've been through hell and back with this relationship. This is the card of showing the vulnerability, going through the tough times, and using those wounds and those scars to make you stronger. And I feel like you're in just such a good place right now where you're open, you're showing all of who you are, and it could be showing it to this person. I don't see that they have necessarily left if this is a recent relationship, but I feel like right now in the present where you're at, you're good, which is beautiful, Aries. I like the Aries readings. I'm really happy for you all. I wish I was an Aries, but I probably wouldn't read the same way if I was. Let's see what's coming for you in the near future. See, those cards are flying. What's coming up for Aries in the near future? Oh, ooh, okay. Queen of of Swords is in the reverse. So if there is a need to be truthful with someone, you may hold back, you may bite your tongue just a bit. You might just be thinking before speaking. Now the Queen is actually quite good at speaking her truth with compassion and loving, and nurturing. So this might just be warning you that a need to speak with compassion will be coming up for you. And so if it is, that you need to speak honorably, yeah, sure, with this person, or speaking your truth honorably, with love and respect for the other person, that might be coming up for you, because I'm feeling like there's this cycle that's shifting for you. We've had the World card in the upright. So, and that's usually, I feel like that's the next level card, right? So we've gone through all of the journey of the major arcana, and now we're to the World, which is, and this card is quite beautiful in this deck. So it's this pregnant lady. Okay, so she's just about to give birth to the next phase, to the next generation. So this is that next level card. So you're drawing on all of the experience that you've come from. And this is a heartache reading. So we've come from the fullness of loving to the depth of pain in the heart, to getting back to a really good place of, forgiving and feeling gratitude for the whole thing. And now you're ready to next level, right? You're taking all of that experience and you're next leveling. And what's beautiful is that we have now the 9 of Pentacles, but it came out in the upright. So while you may feel really good about all of your accomplishments, you're also showing yourself being ready and open for the next relationship. That's the one thing that's missing, right? So you've sutured up this old pain point. If it was with a person, if it was just your idea of what relationship was in the past, and there was some pain involved, you've really processed through that. You're in a really good place right now where you're in gratitude and you're in love, even with yourself possibly. And that in the future, you're wrapping up this relationship, or you're wrapping up this time period, or this healing, so that you can now be your next best self. You're meeting yourself, meeting your higher self, right? We're constantly trying to get there. And you're open to the next relationship, the next thing coming forward. Very fascinating. So you're confronting anything that holds you back this month, okay? And again, that starts with that devil energy. It starts with the little nitpicking that you might give to yourself, that might come from a relationship that's not sustainable and not supportive. Those little nitpicks are like, are feeding that addiction, okay? It feeds an addiction of codependency. It feeds those addictions that we can leave behind. And I feel like those very last remnants are just stripping and falling away off of you. And you, Aries, are becoming a gorgeous creature. You always were a gorgeous creature, but I think all this stuff got stuck on you. And so now you're just kind of slowly letting it fall off without any resistance. You're not trying to hold on to it like it was a part of your story, like it was a part of your identity. This is you just letting it fall off so that you can be seen truthfully for the beautiful creature that you are. I just blew a whole bunch of smoke up there, but I'm serious. That's what these cards are saying. This is a beautiful reading, Aries. I have no idea what I'm going to title it, but I'm really, really happy for you. I hope that you're excited, because what's showing up, what's coming for you, is your next highest self that is drawing in a beautiful relationship, or a beautiful partnering, a beautiful way of feeling more whole with yourself and potentially with another. So this is what I have for you, Aries. And so let me know how you feel about this. Please, I'd love to hear it. And if you're liking this, which I would love this, so if there's, click that like button. It helps me out so much. And for now, I'm going to send you all my love. I'll see you all next time.